Hello, this is Transformers fan G138, and I'm here with a video review of the US release of the Transformers Prime First Edition figure, Arcee. This one is one of my favorite molds of all time, right here. Not really of all time, but of the Prime molds, this mold is my favorite. I have the pink Arcee, which I have reviewed, so it's nice. Both wheels spin very well. It's got these two blades here which can detach. I would say this is one of the least accurate of the first edition figures. The first edition figures are really known for being more screen accurate. This one is probably the least not as screen accurate as the Prime version, but the RID version, but I highly like this one much better. Wow, that doesn't really make sense. I like this one much better than the RID version, plain and simple. You can play around with it. You got a little bit of option here with display and vehicle mode. You can actually turn the wheel a little bit. It's nice. The wheels spin perfectly fine. It's a little bit wider than you would expect to find a bike, but that's because the way her arms fold up. They do a little bit nicer job in the Prime version, but I like this mold better, and I'll get into why. So, for transformation, what you want to do is unplug this from here, take this and pull these legs out and down, split the wheel, bend these up on the first hinge, move this down. This part is very tight and it's very nerve-wracking to move. This goes back up, and then that first hinge goes back down and locks that half a wheel into place. You do the same on this side. And you have the leg transformed. Next, you want to pull these out and pull the arms down, twist them around. This part you got to be careful with because I actually have a stress mark on here already, and that's not from me. That's as much as just strain of transforming, because the plastic quality on these is not what the other first editions are. I have the pink Arcee and two different Bumblebee, all the first edition mold, and they both have much higher quality plastic than these first editions. So they're using the new quality plastic for the first edition figures. I don't know why, but that's what they're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this whole section back. We're going to bring this up. Bring these panels up. Flip the handlebars in. Rotate this around before you flip the handlebars down. Then flip the wheel sideways. Pull this back. Pull up the head. Pull it forward. Bring these panels down. Rotate this around. Pull this flat. And bend these up. And you have Transformers Prime First Edition Arcee in robot mode. There. This is, again, one of my favorite molds. Actually, it is one of my favorite molds overall. So, that being said, I really like this one. So she has 2 blades, which can be stored on her legs, or clipped onto her arms. It's a little tight, but they're there. They work. And she has 2 of them, where the first edition, or not the first edition, sorry, the RID version has only 1. Now, size comparison, the first edition is the normal deluxe size, and the Prime RID version is not. Is much smaller. Not necessarily a bad thing, not necessarily a good thing. Excuse me. I really like this one much better. This one, minus the wings back here, is way more screen accurate in the way her body is made. This one, not so much, with the headlights being her chest area. So, overall, she's a very, very similar design on the legs. Like, the legs were literally just scaled down, and different wheels were placed here, for the most part. This one, I like the way the wheels transform a little bit better. Yeah. And I just like her overall look better on this one. I like the darker plastic as well. I'm going to take these off for now. Alright, so articulation. Well, let's start here. Not very much movement in the feet, but they're thin enough that you have some nice motion. You have a ball and socket joint hip with tremendous range here. Then you have this nice hinge knee, which goes well over 90 degrees. So she's very flexible. This is due to transformation, but she does end up with a little bit of a waist joint. If you go too far, it really kind of detracts, but a little bit, it's not bad. She does have a little motion on her arm here. The panel kind of gets in the way, but it is on a ball and socket joint, and that hinges for the armor, so you can get a little more motion out of it by messing around with where the armor is placed. There's a swivel up here in her upper arm, and there's a double joint here for her elbow. And she does have a little bit of a hand joint here to get her in some interesting poses. So, that being said, it's a pretty nice figure. I like this mold a lot better than this one. That's just me. This one is actually now going in a box temporarily because I don't have a place for her, because this one is replacing her. Plus, her wings block the rest of the ones on the shelf. Don't really like the wings. If this one didn't have the wings, maybe I'd like it better, but not so much. This one also has an Autobot symbol right there. So overall, nice figure. Highly like it. Highly recommend this one. If you're planning on getting any of the first editions, even if you're paying an arm and a leg for them, this is one to definitely get. This one and the Starscream are highly recommended. This is an exclusive at Big Bad Toy Store and Toys R Us. It's a shared exclusive, so if you're looking for them, Big Bad Toy Store is easier to find them, but you can only get Arcee right now in a pack of 4. Because the individual ones are sold out. Same with Starscream. But you can get them in a pack of 4 with Viacon, Zombie Cliffjumper, and Starscream. Anyway, so she is awesome. Highly recommend her. Highly recommend Starscream. Highly recommend getting these guys. If you're getting them at Toys R Us, I have not found them on their website yet, but I did pick these guys up in the store. If I had not seen them in the store, I would have not gotten them. Plain and simple. It was just a random occurrence. So, weapons, Arcee. That concludes my video review. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.